All right, episode 2 of Beyond the Desk, and we've gone to the Deputy Mayor of Logan and the Division Councillor for Division 5.
That's right.
Mr. John Raven. Thank you so much for joining us out here in Division 5 in the Berrinba Wetlands.
In the most beautiful part of Division 5.
Mate,
Berrinba Wetlands is an amazing area. We've even got some pelicans down the back
There
here.
are, there's a few over.
I promise I didn't organise that just for this.
They're robotic
but if they
pelicans.
all take flight and just fly past
Yeah,
us,
it's
then,
like
you know,
doves.
it's I'm not paying someone to scare the birds, I promise.
There you go. I did notice your advisor disappeared into the...
So no.
Now, John, first of all, what made you... Because you're one of the rare ones in council. You're a second-term councillor.
I am.
What
I am.
made you, all those years ago, want to come into council?
Yeah, so when I first came to Logan, it was 2007. I was buying my first home and I had my own business. And when we moved to Logan, my business was struggling. It was the GFC, and we relocated our business here when we moved here. And we always employed local staff. And what we saw that when we came here, I think we brought 2 managers with us who didn't live in the city. Everyone else we employed from scratch. And when we came here and we employed people who were from our area, we're grateful for the opportunity to work. Within 6 months, our business turned around. And what we didn't realise is that the guys that were working for us previously were actually charging us for hours they weren't working. So, whereas the guys we had from Logan, honest, hardworking, salt-of-the-earth people, and essentially they turned my business from, should I sell this thing and just give up, go back to working for someone else, into a successful business that really built the prosperity of my family. So I wanted to give something back, and when Graham Abel was retiring, the opportunity to do that came up, and I couldn't say no.
Fantastic. What is...
There's a bush turkey, mate.
Scrub turkey joking. The wildlife here is crazy.
It is a wildlife reserve. I'm just saying. It's a real thing.
What is the most rewarding part of what you get to do?
Hanging out with you.
Oh, I mean, tick.
Tick. No, but seriously, it's actually helping people. So government can be really daunting and confusing for people, and often it doesn't seem helpful at all. So one of the things I really love doing is helping people get what they can out of council and other levels of government by either connecting them to services when they've got needs, or just explaining really complicated concepts so that they can understand them and then actually get the support they need from council. And sometimes it's just as simple as reporting a pothole and getting it sorted out.
Now, what is, on the flip side, the most challenging part of what you do?
The most challenging part is dealing with legislation imposed on us by other levels of government.
I'm glad you didn't say me. I
No, I should have done that. Can we do another take?
Take 2.
But no, it is. It's legislation that's imposed on us by other levels of government. They don't necessarily understand the impacts of that, and it's usually done with the best of intentions, but it can either make our jobs unnecessarily difficult or slow, and means that we have to do a lot of extra work, spend a lot more of ratepayers' money, trying to achieve the exact same goal. And when you come from small business, you really want to see things done efficiently and quickly. Government can be the opposite of that sometimes.
And what are some of the wildest requests you get from constituents?
Wild requests. So some of them are just, there's some extreme ones where it's like, I want you to go out and I want you to find every pothole in your area, and I expect you personally, John, to fill them. But a lot of the time when people are making requests that seem a bit out there, it's actually just because they haven't been able to get help from council. They've hit a lot of brick walls and they're frustrated, and they really just want someone to help them. So usually when I get a bit of an interesting request, we don't call them wild or crazy, they're interesting. Those are the requests where it's a great opportunity to actually change someone's opinion about council, about politicians, and try and help them as best I can.
Now, last one I want to know before we're going to do the Fast 5, which is the most exciting part.
That sounds cool. That sounds really cool.
Is in your downtime, when you actually get to step out, when you get beyond the desk.
Yes.
What does John Raven like?
Yeah.
I know you're a big Brisbane Lions fan.
I am.
So we're at that part of the year.
We are. It's a good part of the year to be here.
Snuck into the top 4 there.
I know. There was no sneaking. It was a magnificent game of football.
Correct.
5-goal nail biter, mate.
Mate,
come on.
Look, I'm on board. So other than following the mighty Brisbane Lions,
Yes.
what do you like to do to unwind?
So the most important thing for me is actually spending time with my kids. So like a lot of the work that councillors do is after hours and on weekends. And so I always protect my Friday afternoons and my Saturday mornings when I have them, and I make sure that I spend that quality time with them. other than that, it's trying to do things with them while I'm doing that. So we go skating together. I'm a really bad rollerblader.
There's been injuries.
There's been a series of injuries. The reason why I'm standing so still at the moment is if I walk, I'll limp because my knees. I've taken too much damage. But I love to skate with the kids, and I'm a little bit of a nerd. I like to play computer games. I've been doing that since I was like, I don't know, 10. And so it lets me escape the world and just think about something else for a little while.
All right, there. It's Fast Five time.
Ooh.
First off, we'll go right off what you just said. What's your go-to gaming experience right now? What are you playing?
Right now, it's a game called Outriders.
Okay.
So it's sort of a co-op, third person,
I know. It's
shoot
sort
your
of
way
a
through the world.
sci-fi.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
See, you nailed it. You're a nerd too.
Wow, I'm all about it. I'm on a big Rust kick at the moment.
Oh, I can't blame you. Yeah.
Are you an Xbox guy? We'll take that as a question too, or?
Oh no, I'm
PC,
judging you for
PlayStation?
consoles are bad. Like it's PC or nothing, really.
All right.
If you can't use a mouse and a keyboard to play, then like you
Well,
need.
you can on an Xbox. It's cheating. But
Yeah, it is. No. Using a joystick that ain't like what do they call them? Controllers. Controllers to aim for you. You need to click the heads yourself, mate.
There you go. What sort of music do you listen to? What are we looking at artist-wise?
So it's either artist-wise at the moment. There's a bit of like sort of modern country. So you've got Florida Georgia Line and you've got Luke Combs, stuff like that.
Luke Combs, I'll accept.
Yeah, and I've been listening to Set It Off a bit lately though. So
I love Set It Off.
Yeah, so for skating music, but I'm also into a bit of metal and that sort of thing. So I'm very eclectic when it comes to music. There's really no bad music except for I don't know. I even love a bit of Tay Tay. So like this.
There you go, shake it off. Now, on when you are out and about with the family or whatever, what's your favourite thing to get up to in the city of Logan?
In the city of Logan, I love going out for dinner. I love getting something to eat. There's a couple of great little hidden spots around the place where we can get some good Japanese food. The White House of Waterford, amazing meal there. But really, it's just about getting outdoors and enjoying.
And skating.
Yeah, and skating. Really enjoying how great our footpaths are because they're well maintained by your local councillor.
Oh, Jesus. Always plug. And then last thing, let's say, obviously we want people to get out and experience Logan, but let's say once we're in a situation where borders are open, is there a place that you really want to travel to?
Great question.
Thank you.
Probably Melbourne, really, because normally I would go down for one footy game a year and watch the Lions down at the MCG or something like that. Haven't been able to do that, but if we had to go a bit further abroad, I haven't been to Japan in a very long time because I do a lot of martial arts, or I used to before I skated. Yep, that's right. And I'd love to go back there and just they have really interesting culture. Tokyo is fantastic. So is Osaka. So yeah, I'd like to go back there.
There you go. Thank you very much to John Raven, Deputy Mayor of Logan, but also the councillor right here in Division 5 for joining us on Beyond the Desk this week.
Thanks, everyone.